You know, you can be all the things you've always wanted to be. Beautiful, sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3. Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow. Soul Glow.
Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's Kamish, back here with another team preview. This time it's out of the American Division, Brandon and the Architect. A guy who's obviously looking to make some waves in the LOC this year. We'll see if he can. Looking at the team grades, quarterback, you got Dak Prescott off your Cowboys there, and then a division rival, Haskins, is his backup. I gave you a B, just because I don't think Dak's as good as he thinks he is, or maybe he is, and Haskins will be good for the future. So, I mean, a B, I think, is a satisfactory grade there. At running back, I gave you a C. Just having Philip Lindsay as your main guy could cause problems. I mean, obviously, if Zeke holds out, Tony Pollard will be the answer and might make the C grade a bit better. Looking at wide receiver, I gave you a B. You know, you have Amari Cooper, Pettis, Stills, Sutton, Traquan Smith, all kinds of different depth and people you can plug in. So decent wide receiver group. Tight end gave you a B plus with Jimmy G, Ingram, Benjamin Watson might be the starter in New England after his suspension. Kicker, I gave you a B for Graham Gano. Defense, I gave you a B plus for the Texans. They always have a strong D. DL, I gave you a B just because Jonathan Allen and Cleveland Farrell is unproven at this point as a rookie. So we'll have to see how he performs. I gave you an A minus at linebacker. Roquan Smith, a big part of that. One pick I really liked you did was Jermaine Pratt. I had no idea anybody would pick that guy up. You got him in the draft. So I gave you props on that one for sure. And then on DB, I gave you a B. Again, a couple of guys that I was looking afterwards that you had drafted, the guy like Thornhill, then you got Woods and Savage. So you obviously knew some guys to pick up as sleepers for sure, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That being said, with your draft grade, I gave you a B minus, just because me personally, your first pick was Sutton. He could be good for the future, but he might not be. And there was guys like Balaj still there, Allen Robinson, Will Fuller, proven guys. Your second pick, you went with Dante Pettis. Obviously, a lot said about this guy, so we'll have to see if he pans out. Samuel, Marvin Jones, Fitz were some of the guys taken after. Third round, you went with your guy, Dak Prescott, which I totally understand. I would probably go Baker Mayfield that early as well. But some good guys picked after, Duke Johnson, Deshaun Jackson, Mark Andrews. Fourth round, you went Traquan Smith, the slot guy there in New Orleans. Pretty good pick. Some of the slot guys picked after were Crowder, Hollywood Higgins, Deebo Samuel. And then your fifth selection, you went Travion Williams, which I think was a bit of a reach for him. I think there was some news going on about Bernard maybe being released at that time. Clearly not the case now. But Trey Quinn, Cobb, and Boykin were some of the guys picked after Trayvon Williams. I thought that was a bit of a reach, giving you a B- draft grade. So what does it all mean for Brandon and the Architect? Well, we already know Deuce Bombers is 10-2 in the American after his preview. I actually have Brandon starting out the year 3-1, getting to 5-3, and finishing off the year at 9-3. It's a great jump for him this year, I think, for the Architect, and at a 9-3 record, he's going to challenge Deuce Bombers for the American division. You look at the roster, the team grades, you might say to yourself, how the hell is this guy getting a 9-3? Again, strength of schedule. I think Brandon and the Architect, he nailed the schedule. I think he must have did some pre-planning, obviously, and balanced out his bye weeks and stuff because he has some favorable matchups. And I'm looking forward to seeing if Brandon and the Architect can live up to this high expectation this year.